Hi, welcome back to the Sanders Kitchen. You know, a long time ago I did a potato salad recipe. We're doing another one today, but I gotta tell you, this is Pam's recipe. She's been making it this way ever since I met her, and my kids love it, I love it. You know, you can make potato salad so many different ways. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably have a great potato salad recipe. But this is the way we make it. I want to share our recipe with you because honestly, it's a great recipe and everybody loves it. So let me show you what's in the recipe. For our potato salad recipe, we're going to be using red potatoes. And by the way, everything we use today will be in the description under the recipe, you know, ingredients and instructions. So you can copy it and print it, and you can make this. I guarantee you, if you make our recipe, this potato salad recipe, you're gonna love it, but you're welcome to change it any way you like. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna be using red potatoes, and we're gonna peel them like I did this one, and then I'm gonna show you in a minute how I cut them. We're going to be using, like I said, red potatoes. We have jumbo eggs, and including with the eggs, we're going to have some celery, some mayonnaise. And by the way, when it comes to mayonnaise, every self-respecting Southerner will use Blue Plate Mayonnaise. But you could use any mayonnaise you like as long as it's Blue Plate. Okay, getting past that. We're going to add some apple cider vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, a whole jar of salad olives. That is a secret ingredient, I'm telling you. And then we're going to add some fresh celery and a little granulated garlic and some granulated onion, and then we'll do some salt and pepper to taste. But boy, is it going to be good. So right now, what we need to do is clear this counter, and we need to peel these potatoes, and then I'm going to show you how I cut them up because we need to boil them and get them nice and soft. So I'll see you in a minute. Well, look at this. I have all those red potatoes skinned and ready to be cut. But before we do that, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about the eggs. Now, we want to start with about a half a pot of water, of cold water, and we're going to add the eggs in to the cold water because we want the heat to come up on the eggs, around the eggs, all together at the same time. Not like a blast of hot water around the egg, okay? We want it to come up gradually. That way the egg will cook completely inside and out. And what we're gonna do is put this on the heat, the burner in the back on the stove, full blast. When the water starts to boil, we'll turn the fire down and time it for 10 minutes. Now, at that point, when the 10 minutes is up, we're gonna stop, turn the heat off, and just let them sit while I'm working on the potatoes. Then we'll take it from there because it's a science, and you have to know the science of how we do it because the eggs always come out great. So I'm going to go put these on right now. Turn this baby on full, and we'll wait for it to come back to a boil. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how I cut the potatoes. Even though this isn't a huge potato, I'm going to go and just try to gauge it where I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces, okay? Because I want like maybe 1/2 inch thick slices. So I'm going to take this piece and cut it like this, watch. And then I'll turn it and cut them into little pieces like this. Okay, see how big those pieces are? Those little bitty 1/2 inch blocks? That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to cut all these potatoes up. It's really not going to take me that long. In the meantime, the water on the eggs is heating up, and by the time I get through with this, well, we'll put these potatoes in the hot water. I already have that water boiling. And then I'll probably cut up the celery. So we have a little trimming to do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up with my potatoes, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. I cut my 3 ribs of celery real fine, and then I cut up all of the potatoes into those little 1/2-inch chunks. Now we have the water on the stove boiling. We're going to put the potatoes in and let them boil until they get soft. How am I going to tell if they're soft enough for my potato salad? I'm going to stick a fork in it after about 5 minutes, and then I'll gauge it from there. If it's still a little hard to poke through, then I'm going to let it keep boiling until they are soft. Now when they're nice and soft and that fork will just go right in there, we're taking them out. We're going to rinse them under cold water, and then we're going to make some potato salad, okay? So here we go, right in the pot. Whoo, that water's hot. All righty, we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, it's been an extra 5 minutes. And we're going to come over here and put this right in the sink. Hot pot, got to wear those gloves. And I'm going to take the eggs out and put them right here for right now. Okie dokie. Now, let me throw a little cold water on. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to empty this hot water out. Whew, lots of steam. I'm going to cool this pot down a little bit with some cold water. Cool the eggs off, cool the pot off. And now, let's put these eggs back in the pot. And now, we're going to jiggle the eggs like this. Can you see those? See how those eggs are bouncing around? Look at that, look. The shell just automatically came off. But, you want to go ahead and add a little cold water. That's going to help the shell release from the egg the rest of the way. And we're just going to let those eggs cool off a little bit, and then we'll peel them. So while the potatoes are finishing up, I just said 1 more minute. You see how easy the shell just came off of that potato? Watch how easy. I'm sorry. All right. Did I just say potato? Good Lord.
They kind of look like little white potatoes.
So, if you do have a little shell sticking to your potato, I mean your egg, I'm just kidding you. You can take a spoon and just wiggle it underneath the shell, and then it'll come right off. You see? So I'm going to finish doing that. In the meantime, my potatoes are finished, and it's time to take them out and put them in this bowl right here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's test to see just how these potatoes are doing right now. Let's see. Look at that. That fork went right through. See that? That's where we want it, right there. Look, right through. Nice and soft. Okay. Wow. Okay. A little cold water. Just kind of knock that heat off. Because you know what? The potatoes are real soft right now. And I don't want them to keep cooking. So what I'm going to do is transfer these potatoes into my bowl. See? And we're getting ready to make some potato salad. Well, we have everything ready to go. So it's just a matter of adding everything in. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is add in my garlic and my onion. This is granulated. And I'm going to throw in all the celery. And now, let's put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This is good olive oil too. Oh, I love using great olive oil. And some apple cider vinegar. Let's shake it up a little bit, because the mother is laying on the bottom. Okay, now put those over to the side and let's give it a stir. Now I'm using a big heavy metal spoon because I don't want to be gentle with this. I want those potatoes to start breaking up, because that is one of the great things about the potato salad we make. It's almost a little creamy and not real super chunky. So, all right, now we have that done. Look at that. That's all mixed together. And we have a whole jar of salad olives. I'm going to put all of it in. Now, I did drain these. If there's a little liquid left in there, so what? I'm going to go ahead and stir that in a little bit. I have a lot of stirring to do, so I don't need to stir a whole lot. And now, let's get the eggs in. Now, if you don't have one of these little egg cutters, you need to get one, because those little wires just go right through that boiled egg. Like that. Supposed to, anyway. Okay. And then what you do is you turn the egg the other way, and then you flip it over and it falls in there. Come on, let's do it again. So it doesn't matter which way you go first, okay? You can go that way first, but then you have to open it up and turn it sideways, and then you just cut it again and let all those little pieces, those little bitty pieces of egg fall in your salad. Now I have to do all the rest of those eggs. And now we're going to add in, I have 1 2/3 cups of mayo. So let's start adding it in and stirring it up. In order to get the potato salad really delicious, you have to mix it all up. You have a lot of ingredients. The granulated onion, the granulated garlic, all those olives, and the olive oil, the vinegar. It's all got to be mixed up real good. Okay, tell you what, it's really good right now like it is, but I only have a little bit left, and I'm going in with it because it just is this extra little bit of mayo just makes this so creamy and delicious. And that's it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, the only thing left to do is to mix it real good, give it a little taste, make sure we don't need any salt and pepper. If we do, we'll put some in. So here we go. And guess what? It needs salt and pepper. So I have a 1/2 tablespoon. Now, you guys probably know this from watching me cook. I mix half and half, some salt and some pepper. This happens to be Himalayan pink salt, so this is a half a tablespoon, and I'm going to mix it in. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, let's go in for that taste test. Let's see just how good this is. Just that little bit of salt and pepper made the difference. I'm not even sure you really need the pepper. But there is 2 more ingredients I'm going to splash in. And let me show you what that is. I'm going to splash just a touch of cayenne, just a smidge, and I mean a half of a, I don't know, whatever, a pinch. And then I'm going to do the rest of the topping with some paprika. This just happens to be the Spanish style. And you look how pretty that is. And there you have it. You have a nice, beautiful bowl of potato salad from the Sanders Kitchen. It is absolutely delish. Give us a thumbs up if you like our video. Subscribe if you haven't. And hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when we come out with our new videos. So thank you again for watching our potato salad recipe, our traditional potato salad recipe. Thank you for tuning into the Sanders Kitchen. Hope you have a great week, a great Father's Day, and God bless you.